Hi. Whoa, I start the live with my face all up in the camera. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to go live today to talk about virtual reality hypnotherapy. I mentioned it a few weeks ago, and then I kind of like went dark on it because I will be talking about it more in the coming weeks. But I wanted to hop on here because it's actually a bonus feature of when you sign up for GIST and you pay in full, you can join the virtual reality success simulation. So let's just, I'm going to give you an overall view about virtual reality and how I use it within my practice and what the difference is between regular hypnotherapy and virtual reality hypnotherapy because it's just I'm so excited to offer this now in my practice. If you don't know, I do have a tech background. And I do code. And so one of the people I'm working with, I actually worked with them when I was in tech sales. So it's so funny that we are connecting now to create these virtual reality simulations for entrepreneurs. I do have, I do code. So I used to build mobile apps. So that's why I do have connections in virtual reality. So I will be working with them to code as well to create the VR in addition to hypnotherapy. So I do have I'm a tech person. I always identified as a coder before I became a hypnotherapist. So this is just the six. So this concept and this idea of virtual reality is something that I'm combining both my hypnotherapy background with my former life as a coder. So it's really interesting just to put this all together. So the question that I've been getting with from clients is, can virtual hypnotherapy guarantee your success in 2022? And I hate to be the person that makes like these grand claims, but from what I've seen so far and the studies that we're looking into and researching, the short answer is yes. Okay, the short answer is yes, because we now know the power of visualization, right? We now know the power of visualization and mental rehearsal and how it can affect how your emotional states, which affect your behavior, etc. And the studies that we've been looking at for virtual reality have shown that let me just share that mental imagery impacts many cognitive processes in the brain. So, motor control, attention, perception, planning, and memory. So, all of these things with mental imagery, it really affects your cognitive processes. So, in terms of how I'm going to be using virtual hypnotherapy in my practice, is really for my clients that have traumatic backgrounds. So, not only are we going to be able to do the rewiring on the cognitive level, but we're going to be able to do it for your nervous system and your limbic system. So, how you react, your flight reactions, and also how you process your emotional states. That's all going to be able to be reset and rewired with virtual hypnotherapy. So it's going to be a powerful shift. I'm really excited to talk about it more and share more with you in the upcoming weeks. But I thought I'd just like hop in here and share it now. So now newer studies. So we've seen the studies on visualization, but now newer studies have shown that 3D visualization, like in virtual reality training platforms, significantly improve student engagement, performance, and success because of immersion the full immersion into the reality for students. So these shifts and this improvement in performance it can easily be translated for entrepreneurs, because when you are running your business, or if you're a new entrepreneur, you have no idea how it feels to run a successful business. You have no idea how it feels to run a successful coaching session, sales call, group hypnotherapy session, anything like that. So what we'll be able to do is create these virtual reality worlds and situations specific to you and your goals, so you can feel how it feels to be in that environment and be in that state. And so that reduces the resistance between you now and you in the future. So, according to the research, students with VR learning tools, they actually score 32.4% better on tests than those without. And 3D visualization plays a significant role in increasing that growth. So, what does this mean to you as an entrepreneur? So, for me, as someone that is an experienced entrepreneur, I can easily start a new business. I can start a new business. I have the skills, I have the tools, I know what's necessary, needs to go into place in order to grow a business to scale a business to 6 figures, to scale a business to 7 figures. And that's because of the mental experience. But imagine if you were able to have that mental experience rather than you being in business for 4 years, but having that mental experience over a series of 4 months. If we're creating that simulation of that mental experience in 3 to 4 months rather than 3 to 4 years. So that is the question that I posed with my partner. I was like, what if we could do that? What if we could give new entrepreneurs a 6 figure brain? Like, what if we could fully immerse you into the mind of a 6 figure entrepreneur? Like, you are you immediately shift into a 6 figure entrepreneur based on the virtual reality environment. So, and then I was thinking, should we do it just individually? So I'm asking people to join individually to have individual book virtual reality sessions, but the first group virtual reality success simulation will be in April, and it will be designed for 6 figure entrepreneurship. So if you plan on hitting $250,000 this year, the 6 figure simulation will be designed to help you feel that amount of money. So you'll see it not only in your reality, but it'll feel like you have already hit $250,000 in your business because of the simulation that we'll create. And I'm so excited because it's like, when I first started my business, I could not imagine like checking my bank account or checking Kajabi or checking Stripe account and seeing that amount of money there. And then, visualization, you kind of like picture that, or you write it over and over again. I'm so happy and grateful that I have this money. I'm so happy and grateful that I have this money. But what if you were pushed into a reality? It seems like an almost alternate reality where you already are that 6 figure entrepreneur, and you already have that money in your bank account, and you already see the students sign up, you see the emails sign up, you see all of that happening in your reality in that moment. How would that feel? What internal shifts would that create? When you leave that session, what would be the first thing that you would do, right? You would act in alignment. You would immediately act in alignment. You would not leave the simulation and then go back to that old you. It would change you on a very core level, right? Having that experience, just like traumatic experiences. So when we experience trauma, that changes us on a core level. But what if we experienced our dream reality? What if we experienced everything that we hoped and wished for instead? Would that also change us at the core level? Bad experiences are not the only things that change us at the core level, right? So what if you experience this amazing dream reality, everything that you ever hoped and wished for, just coming to be in this moment right now? And you were pushed into it just for 20 minutes, and you experience everything that you've ever wanted in 20 minutes. When you come out of that, you're going to be completely different. You're going to feel like this is definitely possible. You'll no longer have those feelings or doubt. You'll no longer feel shaky or fear. It will be replaced with excitement. It will be replaced with certainty, right? So that is what the success simulation is designed to do. And it's going to be the very first one. So that's why it's being offered as a bonus for people that join GIST. Because in GIST, you're going to be prepared for the success simulation. So I can ensure that it's like the right people in it. So instead of focusing on your attention on trying to visualize the ideal outcome, you'll simply be able to immerse yourself in the visualization. That's additional steps necessary to picture it in your mind. And so I know some of my clients have a hard time visualizing. So you no longer have to do that heavy mental gymnastics to do the visualization, because all you simply have to do is put on the Oculus headset and step into it. So this will be available in April. So the first live group virtual reality session is going to be April 1st and 2nd. So the virtual environment combined with hypnotic audio suggestions, okay, creates this powerful experience that increases the likelihood of hitting your goal. So it's all virtual. So yes, it is available internationally if you'd like to join. So what happens is once you join GIST and you pay in full, you'll receive the ticket to the live simulation. And then we send you your headset and all the materials that you need for the success simulation. So that's why I'm having people enroll now. So we have time to be able to ship everything to you. You'll go over like a prep training. So, to make sure that you can actively enjoy the virtual reality simulation during that weekend. Awesome. Yeah, I would love to have you join. And then what's great about it being a bonus in GIST is that with Get Your Shift Together Brain Cab, you'll essentially create this vision. You'll identify all the layers of your ideal business and get your shift together. So so you'll already have something in mind. And then since we're working together, I'll be able to kind of get how your vision looks and then really incorporate it into the success simulation. And even though it's a group experience, it's a small, intimate group experience. So the people that are in the success simulation, the vision is going to be similar. It's not going to be just some like stock virtual reality. It's customized to my clients that are in that particular simulation. And it's not going to be more than 15 people in the virtual simulation. So it's almost going to feel like a one-on-one session, but I do offer it for one-on-one if you are interested in your fully customized experience. But I definitely recommend doing the group one first and then getting the shift and then upgrading to a one-on-one session. You don't have to rush it straight into a one-on-one success simulation. So how can you join? How can you experience this amazing shift? And I want you to know that I'm very comprehensive in terms of the solutions I provide. So I didn't want to just like run out and, have the conversation. This is something I've been talking about since last year with my partner. So it's not something I'm just like rolling out, but it's just kind of looking at the nuts and bolts of the experience and where you need to be within your business in order to fully gain the benefits of a success simulation. So that's why I'm making it a bonus for when you pay in full for Get Your Shift Together Bootcamp, because then you're going to be able to go through this series and Get Your Shift Together Bootcamp. So you're going to do subconscious reprogramming, healing on the unconscious level, and your nervous system regulation, your identity activation, your flow activation, and tapping into your lineage and your limbic system. So by the time you come into the weekend, April 1st and 2nd, for this first success simulation, you are going to be a prime candidate for this success simulation. So it's like you already are on the precipice of hitting that 250K. And so the success simulation is just going to push you right over the edge, and then you will fall into flow and running your business. And so it's really exciting. I'm really excited to offer this year. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I'm happy to answer it because I know it's very new, especially in this industry and this field. So happy to answer any questions that you have. But I'm really excited. So you get a ticket to the success simulation, and you also get the virtual reality headset and gear when you join Get Your Shift Together Bootcamp and pay in full. So it's a pay in full bonus. It's not for the payment plan. The pay in full bonus and pay in full is currently $3,333. After next week, it will go up to $4,444, and Get Your Shift Together will be $444 a month. For transparency's sake, Get Your Shift Together will eventually be a $10,000 program. So that's how I price my things. Every time I do I price it in mind. I want this to be a $10,000 program. So I hit the ground running with it being a $10,000 program value for even if you pay $3,000. So you are getting your full shift together, getting everything aligned and in sync with the vision of a business that you have. You don't have to choose between personal development and business development. Because I know a lot of people are like, let me just hustle, let me just hit this goal, and then I can start to eat right, I can do this, I can do that. You can do both. In fact, doing both makes both aspects of your life a full-on experience. Because imagine because not to get dark, but I've had friends that have died building their startups, their tech startups. 34, 37 years old, die in the midst of building their tech startups and putting their lives on hold to build these businesses. So it's like, especially after 2020, we don't know what the future will bring. So why don't you enjoy the present fully? So you don't have to pause building your business to enjoy your life. You don't have to pause your personal soul development to build your business. It can all happen at once, and that's what Get Your Shift Together is about. And then if you want to accelerate the process, the success simulation is there if you pay in full when you join Get Your Shift Together. The link is in my bio. You can DM me any questions about the virtual reality aspect of it. Also use the chat box if you're just like, it's late at night and you have a question, just use the chat box to make sure that we are able to get to you and answer any of your questions. But I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to have the first round of people share their experiences in the success simulation. And even if you're not in the success simulation and you're just doing Get Your Shift Together 2022 payment plan, you're still going to have an amazing experience, because the way that I worked on this 52-week program, I want people to start having fun again in their business. I want you to start enjoying the process of client attraction, enjoying the process of building your business revenue. Business isn't like a walk in a park and easy, but it shouldn't be so stressful. It should be challenging. I'm a former varsity athlete. And so when I was playing sports, during practice, we would struggle, but the satisfaction of finally hitting the goal, the satisfaction of perfecting a move, that's how you should feel that in your business. The satisfaction of your client attraction, the satisfaction of building your method, your 6-figure systems, your 6-figure framework, all of that. So this program is the culmination of basically everything that I needed when I first started my businesses. If you listen to, if you go to Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts and search my name, I have a ton of interviews where I talk about my business journey. Yes, exactly. And so a lot of people talk about the nervous system, but I'm actually in grad school for psychology. So the importance of the nervous system, we're going to get get a little deeper than what we see on social media or what we see people posting in carousels. We're going to go a little deeper. And then we're also going to talk about the limbic system, because nutrition and what you input to your body and how you handle your emotions, that's key to the limbic system as well. If you notice a difference in my appearance, that's me doing work on my limbic system in terms of like how I'm retaining water, in terms of how I'm dealing with anxiety. If you're someone that deals with anxiety, it's not just your nervous system, it's also your limbic system and how you feel as you're running your business. Being able to hop on a live after sessions. Like I had sessions today, I had a podcast interview, and now I'm on live. And I'm still 100%. I only had a small cup of coffee, and that's it. I'm not drinking 5 cups of coffee a day just to run my business. And then I'm able to go to sleep at will. Like before, sleep was something I struggled with. Now I'm able to be like 3, 2, 1, I'm asleep. So it's so much more than that. It's so much more than just having a sales funnel. It's so much more than being able to have a viral reel. It's so much more than what you think it is. Your business is supposed to support you. And if you put certain systems in place, it will. It's not easy, but simple. And so in Get Your Shift Together, I just walk you through it. And then it's live. It's a live program, so it's not just you just like logging in and staring at me on video talking. We have the live workshop week next week, but then followed up by live workshop series each month. So each month you're going to get a boost. Each month you're going to, and then within the community, there's accountability, there's alignment, there's cheerleaders. You'll be supported for 52 weeks. Technically 18 months, you have access to the full program, but you should have your own self-paced program for 52 weeks. And that's it. Any other questions? Yes, I'm all about big goals, but presence and calming. Yes, exactly. 100% presence, calming your nervous system, everything. It's all crucial. Awesome, everyone. Thank you for joining me live, this impromptu live. Now I am going to have some salad and a piece of cake and chill out. I hope you all had a lovely day. I'm so pumped up also because it was like 5:30 and it's still light outside. And in just a few weeks, the sun will set in New York at 7 p.m. So I'm so pumped. But check out, if you're just joining, I'm going to make the replay available. It's just a short live. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me or use the chat box on the website if it's like after 6 p.m., 7 p.m., just to make sure that we're able to get in touch with you and answer any questions you have. All right, I hope you all have a lovely evening. Thank you once again for tapping in. Even if you're watching the replay, I really appreciate you. And your attention is valuable to me. Your attention, your presence, all of that is valuable to me. Even if you don't join Gist, thank you so much for your support, liking my photos, joining the conversation, pushing it forward. All of that is appreciated. I don't just appreciate people that invest money into me. I also appreciate people that invest their attention to me, because that's actually more valuable to me than money. So thank you again, and I'll see you all later. Bye.